Hi, everybody. Welcome to BIPOC VampDay. This game is going to be called Hunter's Moon, and I will be your DM. My name is A. Jordan Lambert. You can find me on the internet at Lambertra on virtually all platforms, except for X because I left it. I'm sure we all know why. I would love to introduce our cast before we get started. We have a great show today, and I would like to remind everybody that this is a charity stream. We are raising money for sickle cell anemia research, which is very important in the BIPOC community. So please stick around, donate some money, have some laughs, have some vampire political intrigue. Let's get into it. I'm going to start with the person on my screen. You're this direction to me, and I also remember your name. That's why I'm going with you first, Bluu.
Hey gang, I'm Bluu. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me in the internet streets as King V, that's King with a Y. And I'll be playing Loon Quinn, a kind of moth vibe swamp keeper ranger today. Should I popcorn it?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. I will popcorn it to Valmina.
Hi, my name is Valmina May. My pronouns are they, them. And today I will be playing, or actually, let me start with where you can find me on the internet. I'm great at introductions. I am at Delightly on most social platforms. And sometimes you will also find me as Velminator. Yes, so today I will be playing Sela, the bard of the group, and I am a College of Whispers bard. Sela's pronouns are they, she. I will popcorn it to Chris.
Hello, I am Chris. You can find me on Blue Sky exclusively at Chris the Champion, the with two E's, and I will be playing your Elf Warlock for this session. And last but not least,
I'm assuming that's me, Janie. And you could find me on Blue Sky at Janiepotts, and I am playing Poppy the Sorcerer. She, they pronouns.
Woo woo! All right, let's get into it, you guys. A world both alike and unlike our own. Skyscrapers, cell phones, laptops, and cars sit side by side with magic wands, flaming swords, mystical potions, and unicorns. This world has existed for millennia, embracing both the magical and the technical. It flourishes under the watchful eye of the Arcane Accord. The Arcane Accord. Men, elves, tiefling, orcs, and even vampires gathered hundreds of years ago to create an alliance that would stand the test of time and protect the realms. Our story today focuses on the Crimson Covenant, a secretive vampire coven, and the chosen representatives for the Arcane Accord. Something is amiss in this world, and it has been for some time. While the Crimson Covenant is devoted to protecting the land from magical threats, one of their own allies in the Arcane Accord has betrayed them, leaking their secrets and endangering the kingdom. With the sun rising soon and their influence waning, they have 2 hours to find the traitor and stop They have 2 hours to find the traitor and stop a cataclysmic spell from unraveling reality. Our night begins at the Gloaming Spire, an arcane skyscraper-like tower blending Gothic and modern magical aesthetics, the crown jewel of our skyline. Tonight's masquerade gala will be a veritable who's who of Arcane Concord members and government officials, and among them, the traitor who will be found out. Valmina, can you tell us how your character arrives at this party?
Yes, so Sela was a half elf before becoming a vampire, and they are an incredibly beautiful person. They're about like early 40s kind of age, and they have long flowing black hair, wavy. They are also wearing like a deep emerald green kind of flowing robes outfit. Um, Everything about them kind of just seems to sway in the breeze, even though there is none. Yeah, they look very like cool, calm, and collected. This is a very familiar environment to them. They are also very confident in their ability to find out who this traitor is, because, as I mentioned in the intro, Sela is a bard who studied the College of Whispers. So they kind of deal in secrets and rumors. That's their whole deal. Yeah.
I like it. And is Sela walking to the gala? Have they commissioned a car?
Yeah. I feel like they would have commissioned a car. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but yes.
Right. So we're gonna say that Sela's, beautiful black SUV pulls up to the entrance of the Gloaming Spire, and like we said, it's a who's who of the important players in our society, and so you see people kind of start to walk in the party. Some people are mingling, and I think as your car pulls up and you exit, you see Chris. Go ahead and give us an intro.
Oh, okay. So DeAndre Brooks is my character's name. He was in his 30s when he was turned into a vampire. He was breaking into someone's home because he is a career criminal, looking for whatever he can find when the owner of the home sort of caught him unaware with a gun, and punctured him a little bit. Luckily, a vampire was passing by and came through and I guess smelled the scent of blood, came right in, took out the homeowner, and decided to save my life for some reason. And that's how we ended up here. So I think my character would arrive to the party sort of in his sire's vehicle. It's just this big silver Cadillac that pulls up and kind of commands everyone's attention. The door opens and a bat flutters out over the crowd and poofs back into my human or my vampire form midair and just lands in front of everybody.
And you can hear a couple of people be like, ooh, and like clap a little bit. They think that this is definitely performance art and not just the way that you roll.
Well, they'd be wrong.
And as you both kind of take a moment, before greeting each other, we see Bluu's character arrive.
Ooh, I think you all will see Loon arrive in a swarm of faithful beauty moths. They are these sort of like dark blue with hints of red and like spots of white, and they just arrive in like a swarm of them and kind of descends to the ground and they dissipate. And you all will see Loon. They're a tall drink of water for sure. They have like very dark skin that's almost resembles like a very like oppressive storm. They're in air genasi, and so their hair kind of resembles like a fog, like a haunting fog. Uh, just just very much about business. Loon has on this very dark midnight blue cloak that covers them from like shoulder to toe with the hood down, and it kind of just looks like they are floating. You would see Loon has very pale white eyes, short black brows, and like a tattoo of a dagger on their throat and silver jewelry to accessorize with. And they kind of just take a look around. I think they would immediately, they're pretty good at peeping the area, and I feel like they'd immediately spot the other two and just quietly stand by their side.
Yeah. And again, I think that's that moment of, this event's very much giving Met Gala. So while this is how your characters literally just living your lives, there are, other guests and looky-loos who are like, ooh, and really just taking in the show of it all. And as the three of you are just starting to gather, last but certainly not least, we see Janae's character arrive on the scene.
So, in contrast to these glamorous entrances, you see a yellow taxi pull up, kind of speed up, and it screeches to a stop, and I think it maybe hits the curb a little bit. And you see you see Poppy kind of tumble out of the taxi. I want to say they are in like a very beautiful gown and are like dripping with diamonds, like diamond clips in her hair, bracelets, earrings. But Poppy stumbles out of the taxi, and I think maybe the driver got snacked on a little bit.
Um, so you definitely, when the car pulls off again, it definitely is like a very jerky pull off with the taxi. And there's so much traffic, but he's definitely like, he's swerving a little bit. Like if you were driving behind him, you might be tempted to call 911 and be like, I don't know that he should be on the road right now. So it's definitely a scene. The four of you have gathered together this evening. You know that you have until the end of this evening, until sunrise, to figure out who this traitor is before things really blow up your spot, for lack of better words. Anything you'd like to say to each other before you enter?
Yeah, I think Sela's going to like embrace Poppy when she comes onto the scene, and just kind of like very quietly say to her, "Oh, Poppy, darling, if you had just told me, I would have arranged for a car for you. My goodness. Tonight's all about appearances, though, and you look a vision."
Yeah, I kind of I kind of saw the taxi, and I just thought it would be a good idea.
Hmm.
Oh, I mean, I could have stolen you a car. I steal like 3 cars a day. You should have said something.
Exactly. We're all here for you, Poppy.
I could go steal the taxi if you want.
Have you stolen a car before?
What did I tell you last time you asked that?
You said, what did I tell you last time? And I said, I don't think we've had this conversation before.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I steal them all the time.
Okay, good. Okay. I won't need to hold your hand on this.
Can you, Poppy, we're going to do our first roll of the evening. Can you roll deception on that one?
Sure.
So silly.
Uh-oh.
I got it not 20.
Oh!
So even with Poppy saying it in that tone of voice in the display you've just seen, you all buy it, and you just automatically are like, okay, we are in the presence of a master Grand Theft Auto over here.
Poppy's the wild card, y'all.
Had no idea. Was not familiar with your game, but cool.
All right. So any other business we'd like to handle before we enter this party? All right. You guys, you make your way down the beautiful blood red carpet that's been laid out into the gloaming spire. And it is, you know, just the most decadent ballroom you've ever seen in your life. And not in like the tacky, everything's gold plated way, but in the, you know, whichever charity committee got together to plan this event, they spent several months and, you know, some large dollars to throw the most magnificent party. And so there are, you know, like live animals in the ceiling, and there are, you know, balloon arches and ice sculptures and the whole bit. You know, there are dancers roaming the crowd. And you all just kind of survey the lay of the land. Anybody who wants to give me, what skill am I going to call this? Let's just call it investigation. Anybody who wants to give me an investigation for the party scene can do so right now, and we'll go from there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, that's a pretty good roll off the bat, but let's see what I add to this.
I have 11 total for mine.
Okay.
21.
Ooh.
18.
Oh, actually, that's a 23.
Girl, you don't got to flex on it. I say girl. So
Like, I
have to-
forgot my proficiency bonus. Let me
I say
be
girl in the
accurate to
black
the
way,
rules.
not in the gendered way. So anybody in this room
Oh, no,
right now could be a girl. Okay.
no offense.
Gotcha.
Taken, yeah.
I got a 14.
Okay, I think that 23 and the 18 were the highest we got. On the 23, actually, hang on. I'm gonna go with the 18 first. DeAndre, on that 18, you immediately clock 3 people who you feel are of interest. So your fellow party guests. There is Archmage Salandrin, there is Lady Marceline Vell, and there is the Grand Inquisitor. And you kind of know where all 3 of them are in the room. So you're kind of putting together a plan to possibly work the room, but you know, like those are kind of the 3 people that you got your eye on this evening, in terms of just talking to them, trying to feel them out. You think they may have a lead on who the traitor is. Celie, on that 23, you kind of notice some people in the crowd who don't seem comfortable in a way that's kind of obvious. Their movements might be a little jerkier than other people, or they're kind of behind beat when they're dancing. Something's just a little bit off, and it's less than a handful of people. It's maybe 2 or 3, but you definitely clock that as odd. And you also have the overwhelming urge to go to the restroom.
I do.
Yes,
Just
yes.
me. Okay.
Just you.
Interesting.
That's what a 23 gets you.
Okay. So I'll turn to the others and say, if you'll excuse me, my darlings, I'll need to powder my nose. I'll be back in a tick. And could you remind me of the names of the people that?
Yes. Yeah, there's the Archmage Salandrin, there is Lady Marceline, and there's the Grand Inquisitor.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
No problem. Is anybody going to join in this bathroom moment?
Yeah, I think you see Loon speak up, and they're like, "I'll come with you. We are here on a mission, after all."
Poppy will go too because we have to go in groups.
It's the rule.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, you have to go. You're not wrong. That is the rule. You have to go in groups. You guys excuse yourself from DeAndre and make your way into the powder room. And again, just opulent. There are chaises. There's an attendant with a warm towel for you, or perfume or whatever you may need to freshen up that appearance. Just the most beautiful, stall doors you've ever seen in your life, and they actually go all the way to the floor so other people don't see you. Like, this is a fancy ass party. And everybody who's in that restroom, give me another investigation.
That's a 21 for me.
Ooh.
That's an 18 for me.
That's 25 for me.
Oh my goodness. Okay, on that, the 21 and my 25. Both of you go immediately to the mirror station. And of course, it's kind of funny. You guys are vampires, so not really a lot to see there. However, as you're looking, you do see the glass kind of ripple. And for the 2 of you, text appears, and it says, "The enchanted masks falter under true light. Silvered mirrors show the truth, but the moon is always honest."
The enchanted mask falters under light.
Under true light.
Under true light. And then what was the latter?
Silvered mirrors show the truth, but the moon is always honest.
Can I touch the mirror just to see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Loon will just press a hand to the mirror to just make sure it is not like secretly a door. I think seeing it ripple made them think like, can I go through this for a second? Yeah, so they just want to just tap it.
I think you do that, and it does kind of ripple in response to your hand, but the second you kind of start to push hard, you do feel that tension, and it turns back into a regular mirror.
Okay. I think while I feel like Sela is probably like fixing their makeup, and so Loon will say, Selah, what does this mean? I can't do the riddles. That's not my.
Oh, what does what mean, my dear?
You can't see it.
No.
Oh, it says the
Poppy
enchanted
will,
mask. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, Poppy will read it out loud when, as soon as she say, you can't see it.
Oh, my word. I must be distracted this evening. I'm so sorry. Well, let's see. Does perhaps if we shone some moonlight on the mirror, then it might become a door? Is that... It's possible, but there's another part that we're missing.
This isn't a masquerade party, right?
No, it is. It is. Sorry. I feel like I mentioned
Okay.
that, but I may have only said it one time. My apologies.
Whoops.
It is a masquerade.
Okay, so we are all
Okay.
in masks. Okay.
Got it. Then, no, thinking that, I think Luna will speak up as Selah is talking.
Mhm.
Maybe we need to shine moonlight in the main room. I'm not sure how we can go about doing that.
And when you say you're not sure how you can go about doing that, I will say on that, you guys rolled so high, my goodness. On those really high rolls, when you are looking at the attendance station, you do see some little compact mirrors, like hand mirrors. And I'm going to set this DC super low because again, you guys rolled so high. If anybody wants to do a sleight of hand or something to just grab a few of those for you.
I got an 18 for sleight of hand.
Ooh, that was a nat 20.
Oh yeah,
Very
I'm
nice.
not gonna bother making you roll for it then, Blue, because both of them are
Loon blinks and sees the fucking Paolo compact mirrors gone after those two walk past, and they're like, cool.
Exactly that. And so you're just like, cool, whatever, and all three of you just walk right out of the bathroom and back to DeAndre.
What's the ceiling situation like? Is it glass ceiling? Is it not?
It's domed, so I would say in this skyscraper, it is the crown jewel of the skyline. So it's one of those big ass fancy buildings that's got a couple of different towers. So you guys are at the top of one of the towers in this building. It is a domed ceiling, but yes, there are absolutely tons of mirrors around, or not mirrors, windows.
Windows. Okay.
Getting back to DeAndre, Loon will tell DeAndre what we saw in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that sounds weird. What do you think we should do though?
Well, if we
have
use
a disco ball.
Right. If we use the mirrors to reflect the moonlight that's coming through the windows, and perhaps a searchlight, go across the crowd and see whose mask disappears.
People are gonna think that's weird, and that's gonna put a spotlight right on top of us. Yeah, actually, the spotlight will be coming from us, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Let me see. Do I have any spells?
A distraction. That's what we need.
Maybe before we go shining lights in everyone's eyes, we can maybe work the room and talk to some people, see if they know something. So maybe we can shine the light on the right person.
Do you have any ideas who we should talk to?
Well, no, but there are three very important looking people here. So I don't know if we want to split up or talk to them all at the same time, but
I'll support whoever wants to talk. You all know that's not my thing. I probably wouldn't be best for that.
Jordan, do I still see the 2 to 3 people that I noticed earlier that are kind of off?
They're still working the room. They're still working the room. I think one of them is probably over by the snacks. One of them is on the dance floor. So they're still there, and there is nothing about them that would draw anyone else's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's a very, it's very unnoticeable that they're out of step. But I think with your vampire senses and your attunement, you notice that they're just slightly off. You know how when you go to a party and somebody's vibe is just slightly wrong, that's what you think these guys.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna mention that information to the group and suggest, well, maybe we should start with these folks and see where that leads us.
Are they the same? The individuals that Sela sees kind of moving a second behind, are they the same individuals as the one that DeAndre peeped?
No, they are not. So DeAndre
Okay.
has peeped 3 just very influential members of the Arcane Concord.
Mhm.
The 3 that Sela has seen are just 3 randoms. They could be plus
Okay.
ones. They could be. We're not necessarily sure who they are, why they're here. They're just kind of, like I said, the vibes are slightly off with those 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Sela, you want to come with me to talk to one of these weirdos?
I think that's a lovely idea, my dear. Let's start with the one on the dance floor.
All right.
And can you guys roll? I don't. What skill do I want to call this? Roll perception.
Okay. Ooh. Let's hope my bonuses help me.
I got 17.
15.
Okay. The DC on that one was super high. Neither of you guys got it. So basically, you kind of try to hit the dance floor, and they're kind of doing one of those complicated, like Bridgerton-esque, left hand, right hand, do-si-do, turn around type dances. And it's just hard to get to that person. But as you are trying to work your way across the dance floor, and I do think that Poppy and Loon are kind of following you, but not really. Like, they don't want to get on the dance floor either. And you guys are kind of basically getting boxed out of getting towards the center of the dance floor, getting to this weird person. As that happens, all 4 of you are near each other, and you do see the Archmage walk up to you guys, and he's got on his masquerade mask. And I will say the Archmage is a very, very, very old halfling. The kind of people who are very active senior citizens to the point that it's almost concerning. That's how the Archmage looks, and he walks up to you guys, and you're all very tall vampires. He looks even shorter than normal. He says, "Oh, I do love a jolly old party, don't you?"
Quite.
Yes,
And
lots of
Loon will
fun.
bow.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir, I do.
Oh, don't bow. We're old friends. We're old friends. So sorry to hear about all this drama going on in the Concord and people trying to revoke your part of the charter. I feel it's ridiculous. We've had this charter for hundreds of years. There's no need to change things now.
Thank you so much for saying something, Archmage Salandrin. That is so kind. I believe DeAndre was about to say something else as well.
Yeah, did I miss like an email or something? What do you mean revoke our part of the charter?
Listen, if I can check my emails and I'm as old as I am, I know you had to see yours.
Yeah, well, I'm very busy sometimes. Just catch me up if you don't mind.
Oh, well, there's just some people think that you, how do I say this without being, listen, it's not my words. These are the words of the other people. They think that your kind might be a bit dangerous to society. I don't agree with them at all. We've all been at peace for hundreds of years. And I don't think it's right to separate people into you people and us people. It's just rude at the end of the day. So, you always have my vote.
I have a quick question about Poppy, because you had your little snack in the car. Was there any evidence of that left behind?
I don't think there was.
Okay.
Would you be
Poppy's
open to
not
rolling
as-
for that? I'm going to call it Constitution.
Okay. You said Constitution?
Yeah, you have a +4 to Constitution, so we should, and it's not going to be a super high DC.
Okay. Wait, I went to the wrong place to roll. Sorry. Okay, so I'm rolling it. You said I have a +4 to it,
Uh-huh.
so that would be a 9.
So I said it was a low DC. I said it for 10, which I feel like is probably like as low as you can get. And 9 does not meet that. So I'm gonna let you describe what kind of crumb, quote unquote, was left on your personage.
Um, I think that Poppy's wearing this really beautiful white gown, like sequins on it, and you could just see the little dribbles on the gown.
Yeah. I think Sila's just gonna like quickly flick her wrist and cast prestidigitation to uh make that just appear like little, I don't know, like gold glitter or sorry, red glitter that just kind of like poofs away as like a little effect. And just kind of like be like, oh, I wish I would have caught that in the bathroom, but mentally.
And you definitely see the archmage, like he's an archmage. You see him kind of blink at the magic, but it doesn't really register what happened. And he just looks at you guys and he's like, "Oh, trio, I know you guys will get this figured out. You're a smart lot, you." And he kind of he like goes to bow a little bit. But again, he's a little guy. And just the way that like the mirrors and the windows and the disco ball up in the ceiling and the other things are working, he bows just enough that he does, his mask goes into a straight shot of moonlight. Nothing happens. Totally normal.
Okay. Did he walk away already?
He's starting to, he's not completely gone yet. If there's something you'd like to say,
Okay.
he's still around.
Well, then I want to sort of quietly say to the rest of the group, like, I think he's safe. Nothing happened with his mask when it tipped into the moonlight, so I think we can like cross him off the suspect list.
Can I insight the archmage just to be safe,
Yeah,
to
for
see
sure.
if the vibe is vibing? Okay. 20, that's 22.
The archmage is the most sincere man you have ever met in your life. He may say some
Oh.
off-color things or some things that seem old-fashioned or outdated, but if you live to be like 750, you would too.
That's so real. Loon
So,
will stay out off of the dance floor and kind of like shadow the group, as it were, with like a couple of their pocket out, so just 2 pocket mirrors, so that way they can shine it just, on folks that they will talk to.
All right, everybody give me an investigation roll.
Investigation. I should be good at those.
18.
What do I add to it? 8, 23 for me.
23 also for me.
13.
So, okay. You guys continue to work the room. I will say on a 13, DeAndre, you get you have your choice. You get distracted by something at the buffet. And I say with the caveat that like you guys can taste food. It does not taste as good to you anymore. However, every now and then something just might scratch that itch from the old days. So you can still taste food. You can still drink. It just doesn't satisfy you in any kind of way. So I'll say that 13, DeAndre, you have your choice. You get distracted by something at the buffet. And you can describe that to us shortly. On an 18, you are working in the room, and nothing really sticks out to you. And I will say, what else? What am I missing? A 23 and a 21 or something? There were 2.
Yeah, I had to 23.
2 23s.
Okay, yeah, there were 2 23s. On 2 23s, you guys are working in the room very well. I think Poppy, you are not Poppy, Sela, you are so used to these upper echelon events, with your background as an elf, and just your delight in finery. You're so used to parties like this. So you are, kissing babies and shaking hands and doing the whole thing. And both of you have your mirrors on the sly. And we'll get back to you shortly. I just want to stop for a second and ask DeAndre, what got you so distracted, pal?
Well, I was investigating the room and I noticed over at the buffet there is a person who looked like an easy mark, like for pickpocketing or some sort of give me money in exchange for nothing scam. So I just head over to the buffet with a plate and I start putting things on the plate while I'm talking to this person about various, investment opportunities and also keeping an eye on their wallet just in case they are distracted by something else.
Can I say Poppy's watching this instead of like?
Yeah. Yes. So DeAndre, you got distracted by the easy mark, and then Poppy, you got distracted by DeAndre. And on that 23, as you guys are working in the room, and both of those 23s, you guys are working the room, you are using your mirrors on the sly, and you get closer to the Grand Inquisitor. And, again, he's a big wig in the Concord. And he's on your list of suspects. You think it would be worthwhile to talk to him. And I think right before you step onto the dais where he is holding court and meeting with other people throughout this party, the clouds kind of shift outside and the moon becomes just highly, highly visible. And one of you kind of has your mirror out by your hip and you're doing the thing, like this kind of. And you definitely see something about the Grand Inquisitor's mask, just like it glitches almost like a computer. And you do it again just to be sure. And you definitely see like a test pattern go across it.
I think upon seeing that, because I feel like Sela and Loon would have clocked that with those high rolls.
Yep, that's absolutely.
Absolutely, like we'll look at Sela and say, "I'll go get the others." Like go drag like Poppy and DeAndre away from the buffet table. And just let them know what they have seen. Yeah, I think Loon will say, before we go talk to the Inquisitor, should we talk to the lady?
Which lady?
Lady Marceline?
Lady Marceline.
Yeah, why not? Can I look over and see like what she's drinking? Like maybe she just finished a drink and could use another one?
Yeah, give me a roll for that. And you call it any skill set you want. I'm not gonna get crazy about this one.
While DeAndre is raising her up, I'm gonna use my mirror.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
No.
The laughter I immediately do.
So here's the thing. This is a little trick that I stole from another DM and a dear friend of mine named Cynthia Marie. I will allow you to hold that nat 1 for later if you'd like. Ooh. So you can put it on pause, but the thing is, it will come back into play before the game is over.
I'll take the 1 now. I'm just trying to notice what she's drinking.
Yeah. It's funny because ever since I've stolen that trick from Cynthia Marie and started using it in my games, it's always a nat 1 on things that are highly inconsequential, so nobody ever wants to hold it. And they're like, this roll didn't mean nothing.
I am going to use a different D20, though.
Yeah, that's going in dice jail for sure.
Yes.
You somehow just don't see her hands. Like, I don't know if you get to, I think the easy mark is probably walking past. And so you're just like, you don't even notice if she's holding food or drink. You just get totally distracted by the easy mark again. At this point, his bag of holding is starting to like fall off of his belt and it's getting very tempting for you. But you do, as you guys are kind of trying to figure out how to approach Lady Marceline, she actually sees you first and waves you over and says, "Oh, my darling, Sela, DeAndre, Poppy, Loon, come."
Okay, so we make our way over, and Sila does, like air kisses.
Oh yeah, and it's totally Lady Marceline's vibe. She like does air kisses for all of you guys. She's got her own little like the party itself is going to have trinkets and gifts for guests, but she's got her own little goodie bags that she's handing you guys with God knows they're like they're very small, but God knows what's in them. And she's just doing the whole thing. So lovely to see you all here tonight. Isn't this a lovely event?
Yeah, so far.
Stunning.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, Poppy, you've always had the most delightful sense of humor. And she kind of looks around to make sure that there's nobody around you guys, and she leans in very closely. And you're not sure how she knows any of this, but she looks at you and she says, the person that you think it is, I would say that it absolutely is that person. There's also a spell scroll in the Concord Sanctum. I think maybe you might want to talk to that person and then go pick up that spell scroll. And she immediately, like, she tells you that while you're close together, and then she just throws her head back and laughs like she's trying to, make it seem like she didn't just drop a bomb on you guys.
Yeah, Sila's gonna match that laugh, and can I also like roll insight?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That part, yeah.
Yeah. So that will be, I believe, a 21.
Oh my fucking god. I rolled a 2. So
let me double check. Oh,
that's 9.
Yeah, that's a 21 for me.
Okay, so on that too, Loon, have you been hovering the entire time, or are you on the ground now?
I think they're on the ground now.
Okay.
But in the way in which like you know how like Morticia will walk, it looks like she's kind of gliding across. Yeah, it's that type of vibe.
Nobody's sure who invited the homunculus, but a very large homunculus walks by and just steps on your dress and is standing on your dress. And that's why you just totally check out and you don't notice anything about whatever it is you're trying to get insight on.
Absolutely looking there, trying to tug their fucking cloak from under this. Yeah.
What was that insight roll? I know that you rolled high, Sila. What was that?
That was I was just trying to find out if she's being genuine, if she has like an ulterior motive for like telling us this information.
So she's actually genuine, and I will say on that 21, you start to think about other missions that you've been sent on by the Arcade Concord, and some other things that you've worked on, and you just really remember that Lady Marceline's always been a real one. She's always been able to provide you guys with cover stories, or if you needed some liquid cash for an event. Basically, she's just been a really great ally towards you. And so, on that 21, she's not screwing you over on this one. She's if that information turns out to be false, it is not because she's lying to you. It's because someone gave her false information.
Okay. So she believes what she's saying and she's not trying to mess with us. Okay.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna like look around to the others. It's just kind of like I'm not gonna say anything, but just like let's move on kind of look.
I think Poppy is going to give her like a very purposefully clumsy hug. Just she's trying to seem like she's not all together.
Yeah.
And kind of loopy, but she's not.
Yeah. And I will say it, Lady Marceline, she returns that hug. She's like, yes. Now, don't call attention to yourself, darling. You go. And kind of like ushers you all away and turns around to another group of people and starts smoozling with them and doing the thing.
Are there still people around the Inquisitor, or is the Inquisitor by himself?
There are still several people around him, but I will say you guys start making your way over to that dais where he is. And what would you like to do when you get there?
Ooh.
Is he just sort of like lounging and like people are around him?
Yeah, it's very much got like the best thing I can think of is like the robot devil from Futurama, or like one of the scenes in
For sure.
So I can't.
One of the scenes in Thor when they're up, over the Rainbow Bridge and they're just like
Mm.
lounging and people are like, feeding them grapes and fans or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
he definitely, the Arcane Concord is supposed to be an even government playing field. You can definitely tell that the Grand Inquisitor is using it for his own gain.
So I can't just go up there and sit beside him.
You can try. You can give it the old college try.
Okay, what do I have to roll for that?
You tell me what skill you want it to be. I would probably call it performance, but you
love
do you.
Poppy. I love Poppy so much.
All right, I would die for Poppy.
Probably
As
performance.
your DM, I have to be neutral, but as a friend, I would die for Poppy.
Yeah, performance, because she's just gonna she owns the place. Say, please be a good roll. No. 14.
So on that 14, you definitely make your way over. And you attempt to sit down, and you are blocked by like two of the Inquisitor's little minions. And as that happens, it's one of those moments where it seems like time starts to slow down and the lights dim and things get very movie-esque to the four of you. No one else in the party seems to stop, but those three people that you clocked earlier, Sela, somehow they've gone from being in separate parts of the room to literally being right behind you. And at this point, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative because we are going to be in combat.
What? Oh, that's a nat 20. It doesn't really matter for initiative, but like
I got a 9. My dice hate me.
Woo! All right, we are in initiative. We've got 3. Hang on. Too many windows open. We've got 3 summoned horrors behind you. And they look like regular party guests, but the vibes are just bad. And they basically, you are in between them. I will say you're standing basically on a very small staircase. The Archbishop is up on a dais behind you. You've now turned around with your backs to him, and these 3 undead weirdos are facing you down. And Sela, you have top of the initiative order because you rolled the highest.
Okay, great. So let's see. So this is still like a crowded ballroom kind of scene. Like, what's
Yes.
around it? Okay.
Yeah. You guys know that you are about to be attacked. You can read the vibes. I will say the rest of the room is kind of, oblivious to it. They're still having a party.
Okay. In that case, I think Sela would try to cast calm emotions on these people to see if that will stop them from doing something untoward in the middle of this scene. Let me see. This is not a spell that I normally get, so I'm just like looking at it. Yeah, so they have to make a charisma saving throw. And I believe my spell DC is 17, but let me check. Nope, my spell save DC is 14. I thought it was higher.
Okay.
Okay.
So on that 14, 2 of them passed, 1 failed.
Okay. So actually, it says that everyone in a 20-foot radius. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I've never used the spell before.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is maybe the best one to do. If it's gonna also affect the party. So if that's the case, yeah, maybe can I just turn around and just like grab the hand of the person who's like directly behind me and cast Charm Person instead?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. We'll see how that goes.
And this Charm Person,
This is a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah.
They rolled a 9.
Okay, so not
Yeah,
passing
that did
the
not.
14.
They did not
Okay.
pass that. No.
Okay. So
is there anything you want to say to them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take them by the hand and be like, "Oh, it's so lovely to see you. Would you remind me your name again, my dear?"
And they open their mouth to speak, and it comes out like very like, and their hand, it's in your hand, turns into a tentacle.
Ah! Do I have time to let go?
Audibly yelled.
There's nothing more satisfying as a DM than getting like that kind of response from your players, especially like seasoned players like you guys. Thank you for that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So, do I have time to let go?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Sela's gonna be like, ah. I don't think that they're gonna make the same exclamation that Valmina the player did, but you are going to register some alarm across her face.
Don't like that.
Yeah.
Which I believe leads us right into the next in order, and it makes sense because you also reacted. Loon, what do you do?
I think Loon sees these individuals about to attack us, and do they care about making a fuss at the party? I'll roll for it. Loon, you all see a swarm of moths fly from under Loon's cloak and begin to kind of surround the head of one of the creatures, one of the undead beings. Mm-hmm. It says, let's see, immediately after you hit a creature with an attack. Oh, actually, sorry, I have to hit them first. So Loon will, you all see their cloak part, and a big ass heavy crossbow is in both of their hands, and they will shoot at this individual. And they'll say, "The Inquisitor, please duck. It seems these individuals are after your lives," and will attack now. I rolled a nat 20 on that.
Yeah, so that definitely hits. Just tell me how much damage it was.
Okay, so let's see. Is this a D10? Yes, D10 plus 4. That's 8 damage on that individual, and they're undead, right?
Yeah, you get the additional +8, right?
Yep, I do. I can't find my D8, so let's just use this right here. That's an additional 6 damage.
All right. What calculator? Please, just minus the numbers. Sorry, my calculator had a moment.
No, that's real. And then I'll have my swarm surround their head, and they will take an additional D6 from them. That's an additional 4 damage. So my total turn was 18 damage.
Let me just. Yep. Okay. Cool. That math checks out. Thank you so much. So you do that. The rest of the party, and I don't mean like you guys as a venturing party, I mean the gathering, has started to notice that there's a kerfuffle, and you see the Archmage. You don't even see it; you hear it because his voice now is like 3 times as loud as it should be, and he says, "Oh, everyone! I'm sure our friends in the Arcane Accord have this handled. Why don't we all go downstairs?" And he like makes this crazy noise, but he's the Archmage. Like his magic is very powerful, and he basically kind of just like group teleports nearly everyone out of the room, and it's left with you guys, the adventuring party, you 4, these 3 undead creatures. And right before the Inquisitor is spirited away, he looks at you guys, and you look at him, and he looks at you, and you look at him, and he looks, right at you, DeAndre, and he says, "We'll talk about this later." And then the Archmage's magic kicks in, and he also disappears. Damn. And with that, Poppy, it is your turn now in the initiative.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, not the one that just got
Yeah, not the
attack,
one that
but
just got, but a different one.
right, a different one, and I want to use Mind Sliver,
Okay.
which is a DC 16 intelligence save. It's a psychic damage.
That's a 5 on the die, so I'm not even gonna bother to look at the modifier because I know I didn't get to 16.
Okay, that's 2D, so that's 10 damage.
Okay.
I'm just doing it, I'm just like looking like.
I love everything about that. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I'm really just.
Okay. DeAndre, that brings it to you.
Oh goodness. All right. Well, I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast. Can I just
Let's do it.
blast the? I want to do both 2 beams on 1 target.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I'm going to roll. That is a 15 on the attack roll.
That hits.
And then I'm gonna do I guess 2 d10s, 1 for each attack.
Mm-hmm.
If I can remember what the D here they are. So we have 4 and a 3.
7. And which one did you want to target? The one of the new ones that had already been hit, or the third unhit one?
I'll hit the nearest one that's already taken some damage.
Okay, cool. All right. And that's going to bring us right back up to Sela.
Okay. So are they all damaged at this point?
Yeah, 2 of them have taken damage. One of them
2
has
of them.
not. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and can we tell what kind of undead they are, or just are they just kind of all tentacly and?
Oh, I'll tell you right now, they're a
weird?
summoned
Okay.
horror. So a summoned horror basically is just a
Oh.
tentacly nasty guy.
Okay. And they're under the thrall of someone else.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of thing. Oh, interesting. I think I feel like we're doing pretty well against them so far, so maybe not use any more spells. Yeah, maybe just a regular attack. Yeah, Sela likes to be very low key about stuff like this, so they've only just strapped a dagger to their upper thigh, so that's the only weapon that they have. So she's gonna pull that out, and she's gonna slash at the person nearest her. So that is hold on, an 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And so so D4. That's nice. Wait, what is a dagger? I should have had this on my character sheet, but I didn't. Sorry. Is it 2d4 or is it just 1?
We're gonna say it's 2.
Okay.
I make the rules now.
Okay, yeah, why not? 7. So that's a 9 total.
All right, cool. And you said the one closest to you that has taken damage?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Just keep chipping away.
Yep. All right. He's starting to look worse, you guys. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I mean, I think just kind of glance around to make sure, everybody is gone, or see if there's anything else.
Any hapless civilians were taken care of by the Archmage. He got them out and got them to safety. So it's basically literally just you guys in this ballroom now with these 3 summoned horrors.
Okay, cool. It's just 1d4 piercing. Sorry, I'm I had to look it up.
So I already said it was going to be 2, so we're just going to say that it's 2 for the rest of this combat. Okay. And maybe, possibly, if we get into combat again later, we can revisit. But for now, we're DM's choice.
It's just extra effective against these horrors. Okay.
Yeah. You've got a really strong arm. Loon.
I'm a caster at heart, y'all. So I forgot I can attack twice, and I did not do that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, because you know what? On your roll, I was like, I feel like there should be more to this.
Right? I was like, what am
Yeah.
I missing? And I
Yeah.
couldn't remember, and that's what that was. But Loon will put a little will back up a bit more. And knowing that like this is an undead horde, I don't know if I could maybe roll Arcana on it or not, but does the caster have to be close or like nearby to continue controlling this horde?
Ooh, that is. Let me read that. It does not say that on the character sheet I have, but
Okay.
I will work under the assumption of like just logic says yeah, they have to be somewhere nearby.
Can I maybe roll investigation or perception to see if I can find or whatever you feel is appropriate for this, like to see if the caster is nearby because maybe they have answers.
Yeah, you can roll either Arcana or investigation, whichever one has the higher modifier for you.
I'm gonna do investigation.
Oh,
Okay, my bad, y'all.
no, it sounded good.
Thank you. It did. It was honestly that's 16.
Yeah, on a 16, you know that the caster has to remain somewhere in this building. Just range-wise, they're somewhere within the tower of this building.
Okay.
But that's all you got. It's not a ton of information.
That's fair. Okay, then Loon will continue attacking these little guys. So let's see. Oh, that first attack that's a nat one. So that doesn't do a goddamn thing. Oh, and that's a nat 20. Okay, cool.
Hey, life's about balance, right?
You know what? It is. It balances out. Okay, so that is 1d10 plus 4. That's 7 damage, and then I will have my swarm attack them as well. And that's 1. So just 8 damage for this one.
Okay. You say just 8, but the one who has been taking the bulk of the damage, he is starting to look worse for wear. You can visibly kind of see like the glamour starting to wear off. He's looking less person and humanoid like and more tentacle-y.
Loon's like, don't like that. And we'll just like put some space between them and those ghoulies.
You say that, and the little ghoulie who's more tentacle is just like,
clutching my crossbow.
And we are now at Poppy.
Wait, sorry. I just also realized that there's something I can do with my special like College of Whispers thing to just add to the roll that I did. So whenever you attack with a weapon, you can use 1 bardic inspiration to do extra 3d6 damage to that same target. And that's once per round. I can do that as many times as I have inspiration. Yeah. So that'll add 11 damage to the one that I was attacking before.
Oh my gosh. So it was the one who had taken the most damage. So now he is definitely more tentacle monster than person. Yeah. You're beating the magic off of him. Poppy, it's now your turn.
Okay, so I forgot to tell you I'm a wild magic sorcerer.
Okay.
This tracks.
Okay. That's very Poppy. That is very Poppy to leave that information.
So I haven't had to do the roll yet for wild magic, but I've been also doing cantrips.
Okay.
Which speaking of, I'm going to do another cantrip too. The one that I stared at and gave them psychic damage. I'm going to do chill touch now, and I'm going to have the skeletal hand like try to shoot him away.
Oh, I love this.
So I'm going to roll that down for chill touch. I got a 27.
Yeah, that's come on. Of course that hits.
And my damage was 6 damage.
Okay, hang on. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it kind of like it lurches backwards a little bit because, like I said, they're not quite human. Their move is a little bit jerky and whatever, and it lurches back and it's like it does it. It makes a noise of displeasure. It does not like that chill touch.
Well, it should go the way I told it.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No.
All right, DeAndre, we're up to you.
Okay. So all three of them are still up?
All three of them are still up. One is absolutely worse for wear.
Okay, that's the one I want to hit with a firebolt.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 3 on that attack.
That does not gonna do it, my guy.
Okay.
You got anything else in the till?
No.
Okay. All right. I think it's just so disgusting that you want to go for the firebolt and you just get grossed out. He's really gross looking.
It's like, you know what? Never mind.
But he's gonna take that personally, and he's going to try to, you're still within 10 feet. He's gonna try and get you. He's gonna try and get you because it's his turn. And he rolled a 2, so he's actually not gonna do anything. He's just gonna wave his little tentacles around. This guy rolled a 10. I don't think that hits anybody's armor class. No. Okay. 18 will hit. So this third one, there is one who has not taken any damage. He is still looking rather human for the moment because he like reaches forward and his arms. The best way to describe it is it seems like his arms detach, but they become 2 tentacles. And they reach for DeAndre. That 18 does hit. He's going to do what's called a tentacle slam. Can you give me a dexterity save?
Sure. How do I do that?
You're just going to roll a d20 for me and add your dex modifier.
Oh, okay. That is a 5 altogether.
Okay. So then it's definitely, I'm so sorry about this, but it is going to hit for a total of 15 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys probably want to kill them because they do their attacks wallop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but that we are now back up to the top of the initiative order. That brings us to Sela.
Okay, well, seeing DeAndre struggling, Sila's gonna be like, "Oh, I didn't realize how hard this was, actually." And they're gonna cast Fairy Fire on these tentacled beings so that we have advantage over them now. And where am I tracking my spell slots? Hold on.
It's a one shot. I'm not gonna get crazy.
Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, I guess the other hand that's not holding the dagger is just gonna kind of like do a little flourish, and you're gonna see like bright magenta sparks kind of fly out and just land on these individuals, and yeah, they're just it's going to be easier to hit them.
Perfect.
Basically, we all have.
And remind me, does Fairy Fire come with its own damage too, or it makes it easier for them to get hit?
I'm pretty sure it does not have damage.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. That's a great turn. So now everybody is under Fairy Fire. They're a lot easier to hit. We got to take these guys out.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to you, Loon.
Loon will cast Summer Winds. So I'll unleash a blast of radiant energy in a 15-foot cone. My allies that are in it regain 2d6 hit points. So I want to do it in a way where I also get DeAndre. And yeah, because they're undead, will the radiant damage do more damage to them?
Yes. Well, yeah, we're gonna say yes for this.
So first, let me roll that. Honey. Oh, actually, they have to make a DC 15 con save.
Well, one of them rolled a nat 1, and then there was a 6 and a 5. So they all suck.
Well, shit. Yeah. So total damage 9, 9 radiant damage, and total healing is also 9. So
Okay,
DeAndre, you'll
perfect.
get back 9 HP.
Hey,
Thank you.
I love days as the DM when my dice are just not being friendly to me because it seems like I'm throwing the game in my player's favor. And it's like, no, I just rolled like shit.
And my swarm will do damage to the one that has not taken damage yet.
Okay.
That's 6. That's 6 damage for that.
So 9 plus 6 is 15. All right, cool. So you got 15 damage on the one who had not taken any damage. The one who had taken the most amount of damage, he like starts undulating really rapidly, and his garbled speech gets very loud as this wind is coming through, and he takes that radiant damage, and he to borrow a phrase from one of my favorite TV shows, turns into pink mist, and he's gone.
I think Loon will say, all right, spread out a little bit. Don't let those grab you. We can't have that happening. And yeah, that'll end my turn.
And you say that, and one of them definitely like blah, 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 in response. You don't know what he said, but he's talking shit for sure.
You know what? I have comprehend languages, but I don't want to waste a turn on it. I'm so curious, but I can't waste a turn on it though.
That's right.
Poppy, you're next.
Okay, so the one that injured DeAndre is the one that got turned into mist, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
So-
I lied. The one who injured DeAndre is still here. He has
Okay,
taken the least amount of damage.
So I'm going after that one, and I am going to use my witch bolt.
Ooh.
I want to use my strong witch bolt because I'm not happy right now. And that was a 17.
Oh, that hits for sure.
Okay. And that is 13 damage.
Oof, guys.
Don't forget to roll on your wild magic table.
Okay.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Thanks for the reminder. I should have said anything.
That's my favorite class. I love fucking around and finding out. So it's
Okay,
fun
so
for us
that's-
to do too.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
too
That's a
scared to
D100.
play wild magic.
I love that class.
That's
Great.
a D100, right?
Yeah.
Well, first I think you have to roll the D20, and if you
Okay.
roll the 1, I believe, then you roll
Okay.
on the table for an effect.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do a D20. See what I get. I got a 7.
So I'm pretty sure on a 7 you're still fine and you don't have to roll on the table.
Okay.
All right, we're good for now. That monster is not good though, y'all. He has now gone from being not damaged to being the most damaged. And like I said, we already saw him like detach his arms on purpose and his tentacles came out, but now like other parts, like the illusion is starting to get worse and he is starting to turn into more tentacle monster than like humanoid.
He shouldn't have hit DeAndre.
Yeah, right. Which brings us to DeAndre's turn.
Okay. I pick myself up off the floor after being slammed. And I target the one that slammed me with just the fattest Eldritch Blast I can conjure. Both hands aimed directly at that one in sort of a Kamehameha shape. So I'm gonna really, really need this. I rolled a 10.
Wait, you have advantage. Roll twice.
Advantage, yeah.
Yes. Oh, God. Thank you for saying something.
Yeah,
That's a
very
3.
kind.
So,
DeAndre,
You know what?
was on your side.
Take an inspiration. Everybody's been great today. Everybody take an inspiration, by the way. You've all been fantastic. I should have handed one out earlier. So take the inspiration, DeAndre, and just lie to me this time and say it was
Thank you
over. for you.
kindly.
okay. It was a 16, and that's the truth.
Yeah. Okay. Roll your damage.
Oh, goodness.
And I will
okay.
say on an Eldritch Blast, I think if you max out, like if you hit max points right now, this guy will be dead.
Oh, okay. Let me roll my 2d10s and kill
Yeah,
this guy.
yeah, it's 2d10. So if you actually hit all 20.
Mhm.
I got 2. Wait a second. Yep, 2 6s.
Okay, so he's not dead, but he don't
bad.
look good. He does not. He has learned his lesson from hitting DeAndre, and he won't do it again. I'll say that much.
You better
Mhm.
not.
Does your Eldritch Blast have any other effects at this level?
I think I do also. I did take agonizing blast, so it would knock him back
The
a little
force.
further.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So he gets knocked back further. So now he is outside of his 10 feet. So he is going to try and move closer to you. But I will say his movement is halved right now because he's definitely worse for wear. So he uses his movement to get back to where he was before you blasted him further back, but that's all he can do. He also rolled like shit. I don't think a 12 hits anybody's AC. And then the other one rolled a 5, and that certainly doesn't hit anybody's AC. So now we are back to the top of our combat round, and I'll be completely transparent with where both of them are health point wise. It's probably going to be our last round, so fucking go for the gusto, guys.
Okay, great. Yeah, so in that case, Sela is just gonna stab again and do going after the one that was attacking DeAndre. And yeah, do psychic blades again. So let's see. Does that hit? Oh, I don't know. Oh wait, advantage. Okay, hold on.
Yep.
I went from a 5 to a 6, and then
I
with,
love when that
with bonuses, that is only an 8.
Yeah,
it's not gonna hit.
You want to use that inspiration, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Is that a reroll or is that just adding to
I think
my
it's a
roll?
reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a reroll.
Okay, great. So
7?
no, I rolled a 3. No.
Oh, God. All right.
I also thought
Sela's very off her game this round.
Yeah.
I think
The tentacles are
maybe
too much. They're
maybe
gross.
they trip on their dress as they're like slashing forward with the dagger, and yeah, does not go well.
Loon.
Loon, well, I'm gonna use my crossbow again. All right. That's nope. But we got advantage. I rolled a 3 the first one at time. Okay, 21 to hit.
Yep.
On my first attack, and I'm just gonna roll my second attack. So I can just do my damage all together.
Yep. I
All
appreciate
right, rolling
that.
again. Okay, I'm like no bullshit. I critted again. I'm not mad at it though at all. So let's see, 1d10 plus 4. So that's sorry about that. 11 on the first attack, and then 12. And then they also take extra damage. It's a 1d8. So let me roll that. Plus 1, and then plus 6 from my swarm. So that's plus 3. So my total turn is 27 damage on one of the ghoulies.
Yes. So we're gonna say it's the one who slammed DeAndre. Tell us exactly how you kill him.
I feel like because my swarm attacked last, I think you all see the swarm cover the ghoulie from head to toe, and when they disperse, there is nothing there.
Whoa.
I love that. That's cinematic.
Yeah. And let's see, do I have a bonus action for anything? I'm going to actually I don't think I need to do can I? No, y'all are all casters actually. Never mind. I have a spell that could like enhance a weapon, but yeah everybody's a caster, so yep, that'll end my turn.
All right, Poppy. There's one left,
Okay.
and he's not looking good.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna I'm a firebolt this one. And I got, oh my God, a 17.
That hits, yeah.
Okay, good. And the damage is, it's only 7 damage.
Okay, that's still not bad. And I will. Just because I was thinking you're gonna roll higher, and I like the visual image.
So
of
did
this,
I.
so I'm just gonna roll with it. He's now on fire, and he's kind of freaking out. And so would you like to take your next turn, Sela? I'm just gonna say he's on fire, and let's see, what did he? Yeah, he rolled like shit too, so he doesn't even get his turn.
Okay. Great. Yeah, so yeah, let's actually, does Vicious Mockery do any damage?
Wait, did DeAndre go last turn?
Oh, I lied. I'm so sorry,
no,
DeAndre.
I didn't.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, DeAndre.
Sure. Well, since he's almost done, I'm gonna try shatter. I'm just gonna try to shatter him. And I want to be specific. I want to center it so that it's just on the thing and not hitting me or my homies.
Yeah.
So let's try. That is a 18 on the attack roll.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yes, absolutely.
So now we will roll. Oh wait, the creature has to make a Constitution saving throw, or take 3d8 thunder.
He rolled a 12.
Oh,
on a fail, don't they take half damage? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yes, on a fail they take half.
What's your DC?
My DC is, and close this menu, 15.
Oh yeah, no, he failed that shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I get all of that.
Oh, let's see what we've got. So we've got 2 and 6 to make 8, and 8 to make 16.
Ooh.
So you cast Shatter on this pinnacle creature that is already on fire. And he definitely he explodes in such a way that the parts of him that were on fire hit the drapes and the curtains and some of the decorative decolletage, and the room definitely starts to fire up. And we are now out of combat, and you guys are standing there and you see that the room is on fire. The Grand Inquisitor is definitely, there's something going on there because his mask did the weird thing. He had that odd moment with DeAndre when he was like staring at you guys. And the Lady Marceline has told you to go to the hidden sanctum of the Arcane Concord to get the spell scroll. And fortunately for you, that hidden sanctum is in the basement of this building. So I will just make this like a group roll. Everybody just give me a group D20 roll. And as long as half of you are over the DC of 15, we're just going to say that you like instantly transport there magically.
16.
Just a D20?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I also do cure wounds before we head out? Just briefly.
Yes. Oh yeah. Sorry.
DeAndre, you get 11 HP back, DeAndre.
Ooh.
Oh, great.
I rolled a 4.
I have a 9.
Okay, so then the group failed that.
Wait, can I use my inspiration?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me try that again. Okay, 19 that time.
Okay, yeah. So you guys actually, it works. I'm not even gonna bother like a long, lengthy description about how it works, but you all know that you want to try and go down there to get this magical thing, and so it works. And you are now down in the Sanctum Vault. When you you're magically transported there, and you are in the Sanctum Vault, and you look at it, and it does very much look like whatever you imagined in like a traditional bank vault to be. And there are 3 runes instead of like a combination lock. And that's the first thing that you all clock. What would you like to say or do?
Ooh, this is fun. In my background, I actually chose Rune Shaper. So could I like take a look at these and see how to access this?
Yes, yeah.
Investigation, that's 17 plus what? Plus 8? Or should I roll Arcana, actually? Is investigation okay?
Yeah, investigation's fine.
Okay. Then 25 total.
Jesus. Okay, so on a 25 total, you tell me what you do when you're like looking at the runes and the vault and all this.
You all see Loon take out a little dark wooden box that they pop the hatch on. It is Tinker's Tools. They put on this like monocle that has like several magnifying glasses. Like, you know, yeah, exactly. And they like put on like a glove. It's like kind of arcane techno glove that has like different tools, like a oh geez, like a Swiss Army knife kind of moment, but like different tools on the fingers, and they are like tampering with the runes to try to get that open,
Okay.
or to gain info on it.
And so you guys see some text appear, you know, magically. And the rest of the party may not be able to read it, but you can read it perfectly, Loon. And it says, "From shadow to spark to storm, let the true heirs bind the sealed. Let the order not be broken. Let chaos awaken." And you on that 25 with all those extra tools, you're like looking at it real hardcore, and you realize that the 3 rooms are shadow, spark, and storm. And you also on a 25, because it's so freaking high, know that shadow is literally any vampire can touch it and open it. Spark is somebody with arcane blood, and storm is someone in the party who's made a moral choice this evening.
A moral choice.
I do share that all of that with the group. I share, especially the thing about like the storm having to be someone who's made a moral choice this evening.
Yeah. And you also, I will say on that 25, you realize that the vault was changed. This new spell that was put on it was cast by Lady Marceline. So she actually was trying to help you out and make sure that you're the only ones who could open the vault, because it does say vampire's touch.
Interesting.
Seems the lady is truly on our side.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Marceline.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
So
help but
what?
feeling like Storm might be Poppy. It might be Poppy, is what I'm thinking, honestly.
Was the rune specific about a morally good or bad choice? Like, which side of morals are we falling on?
Right? Does it specify?
Above the table, I'll tell you this was written with the idea of like a good choice. Like you spared an NPC, or you didn't fight someone when you had the chance to fight, or maybe you didn't pickpocket that guy. But I don't know. I don't want to sway. I don't want to sway how you
I have
guys
an
do this, but I can make an argument for Poppy. I could make it if I had to.
It could be DeAndre too. DeAndre was thinking about pickpocketing somebody, but did not.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally didn't.
DeAndre, do you mind? And they will motion to the door. I think you just put your hand here.
Okay, yeah. I put my hand on the thing.
You put your hand on the thing, but nothing happens. And you all look at it in confusion, and Loon, you remember it says the order must not be broken.
Right.
So it was shadow, spark, and storm?
Yes.
So Sela's gonna touch the first one, the shadow.
I'll touch spark.
Spellcaster.
And I will do storm.
And Poppy's gonna go through her bag.
So you guys do it. The rooms light up, and you know it's very cinematic. It has that movie thing. You probably hear music. It's like wah. And the vault opens, and you do. Not only do you get this magical spell scroll, you also notice that there's like some other things that were probably maybe mistakenly put in the vault. But all of this evidence does point to the Grand Inquisitor. And you do realize that if basically he kind of foils his own little plot with some of the notes that he left behind on accident. It's kind of like that thing that happened this weekend with the papers being left in the printer. And you realize that he basically, while he was at the party, was going to try and sway the Concord to get enough votes to have vampires removed from the charter. If that didn't work, then he was going to use the spell scroll basically to wreck y'all's shit. And that's what you find. And I will say, above the table, my argument for Poppy was that it was moral for her to take a snack on that cab driver before she got to that party hungry.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I said Poppy. Yeah. That's why I said Poppy.
All right.
That's so funny.
Also, she didn't kill him.
She didn't kill him.
He could drive away.
kill
He
him.
was fine.
Did not kill him. So I look at all this stuff in the vault and I was like, that son of a bitch. That's why he looked at me and said that to me. He has been plotting against us this whole time.
I'm
what did
not
we ever
hating
do to
hard
him?
enough.
What did you guys do to him?
Nothing. I'm not hating
Nothing.
hard enough. To devise an entire plan to get us removed from a court, I will
Ooh.
give him those props. And the plan B, they like wave around the scroll. That's insane.
He obviously sees us as some sort of a threat. Or this wouldn't
But
be
we certainly are
happening.
now to him.
Mm.
Wait,
I mean, we weren't
We-
before, but I want to take this guy out now. You just left us alone.
I don't think I can kill him. Did I?
Like, can we gather this information up, pop it
Mhm.
in our bags, and
Yes.
try to go find the damn Inquisitor now?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and give me. I hate that there have been so many investigation heavy rolls, but that's the thing when you're doing political intrigue games. It's going to be a lot of
Hey, that's why I
investigation.
got expertise
Yeah.
in it. I knew what I was
exactly.
signing up
Yeah,
for.
exactly. Same here.
Yeah. So
That's
everybody
a-
give me that investigation and let's see if we can figure out where he is.
It's an
Okay.
18 for me.
All right.
23.
That one.
Oof.
I got a nat 20 for it's still 24.
So you all exit the secret sanctum vault, and you just logically go outside to try and get your wits about you, get some fresh air, and figure out where the Inquisitor is. Loon, you are instantly distracted by what? Tell us, please.
Honestly, probably looking over these documents. I think Loon is still like fully combing through them as
Yeah.
we're walking and is trailing behind the group.
Totally fair. On that 24, Poppy, you turn around and look back at this, luxurious building where the Arcane Concord has, their meetings and their parties and the center of town. And the one tower is definitely still on fire. But in the tallest tower of this building, you definitely see someone on the roof looking like they're trying to maybe harness the power of the moon, some crazy person shit. And you use your extra vision to see that it is the Inquisitor.
How far away is it?
It's the tower of the building that you guys were just in. I don't spatial reasoning is not the gift that God
Okay.
gave me, y'all.
No, I was just
So-
wondering if it's possible to Misty step up there.
What's the range on Misty Step?
I will tell you that very soon. Because the range on that it's only 30 feet.
It's 30 feet, but I think the vampire stats we gave you also.
Yeah, you guys can turn into mist actually, and
Wow,
into
yeah.
a bat. We can
Okay.
fly up here.
Vampire logic, guys. Come on.
So we can
I forgot about
totally
that.
get up
Well-
there.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. That's why I knew
Bluu
there
will
had to be
turn
some kind of
into a-
vampire logic for y'all to just get up there.
Mhm.
Y'all gonna do the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Poppy's
Turns to a
one is like,
mist.
I'm going up there and then does
Yeah.
the thing and expects
I'm like-
everybody else to
I'm
follow.
like, I'm going with you.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay. Stuffs away the papers and heads up.
And my axe. All right, yeah, yes. You all get to the roof of the building very easily. The Inquisitor is up there. He's only got one minion with him at the time. You guys just fought 3 of them. You can tell it's another tentacle guy. And the Inquisitor is looking at the moon, and he's like, "We will end them." And then he starts patting his pockets, and he realizes that he does not have the spell scroll on his body.
Can I cast fog cloud over his vision of the moon?
Yeah, yes.
So it's kind of just block that. So I don't know if it'll help block his ability or whatever he got going on. But yeah, I'll cast that. Stop him.
Are you still in bat form when you do this?
No, I
Okay.
come out of that form, but I am a nice ways away though. I'm trying to be quiet about it.
Okay. Can you roll? It's not stealth. Yeah, give me a stealth roll on that, please.
Stealth check. Let's do it. That's a 10.
I will say a 10 just barely does it. So he does not quite see you, but he's definitely looking around because he doesn't have the spell scroll and the moon just got foggy. And so he's kind of like, what? I will not be stopped from casting the spell. And he's kind of upset about it. Anybody else want to do anything?
Loon kind of whispers to the group, how should we approach this?
I don't think Poppy's trying to hide.
We're not trying to be
don't think-
stealthy about it.
Yeah, I don't think DeAndre's
Going-
trying to hide either. Like, I am angry.
That's so real.
And so, the Grand Inquisitor turns around and he looks and he says, you, and he looks right at DeAndre.
Hey, so we know what you're up to. And if you don't do some real good convincing apologizing right now, we're pushing you and your minion off this roof. Possibly on fire.
Yeah, I haven't set anybody on fire in like 5 minutes, so.
And this is exactly what I have tried to tell the Concord about. You're too dangerous. You're a harm to our people. Everyone ends up on fire with the four of you around.
Well, listen, we were not a threat to you or anybody else until we opened up your little vault there and saw your little treasure trove of secrets. What is your, major malfunction with us? What did we do to you? Is it just because we're vampires? Is it because I'm a drow elf? Like, what is it?
A drow? I would never. And he's genuinely shocked by that accusation.
Can you blame me? Look what you're trying to do now.
Him being offended by the drow stuff, but willing to kill vampires is so fucking funny to me.
True.
It's very much giving Remick and Sinners if you guys have seen the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
You weren't at that party last century, were you?
I've been to several. Excuse me?
Never mind.
I want to know what Poppy means.
Loon just goes along with whatever the fuck Poppy says because they never know what type of time Poppy is on, but they just yeah.
Jordan, can I pitch something?
Yes, absolutely.
Can I roll a d20? And if I roll, I don't know, you can set the DC,
Yeah.
but if I succeed, could I say that I know some dark secret of his or something?
Go right. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll call this intimidation actually, so you can use your
Oh,
modifier.
I rolled a 19.
Go ahead and put that modifier on it too.
Okay, let's see. Intimidation is +9.
You're a bard too?
It's a 20.
Yeah, I was like, you're a bard too?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I had set the DC high at a 17, so you already beat it by the die, but I just wanted to see how far it would go with that modifier. So you start to read this man for filth. Tell me exactly how you go about this.
Okay. So, do I get to make up what I know about him?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We're role playing, baby.
Yee. Okay. I'm I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. Being mean on the spot. Okay. Let me think. This man is a horrible, evil, awful, racist. So Sela has remained in mist form this whole time, while y'all have been dealing with him. And you just start to hear these whispers coming out of the air, as they materialize into physical form. And they're just oh my god, I'm so what's this? Oh, Grand Inquisitor. Does he have a name? First name?
You can give him one.
Okay. Let's call him Bertrand. Okay, so yeah, you're just gonna hear oh, naughty, naughty little Bertie boy. What have we been up to all your life? Ever chasing power and prestige and privilege and never caring who you leave behind in the dust. And like on dust, like Sila's gonna appear like in full physical form, like in front of him, and like with like the hair just kind of like whipping back, and you know, never good enough on your own, so you have to bring others down and make them look worse than you, because you can't stand on your own, you pathetic, weak little man. And yeah, there's like also just gonna be getting right in his face.
And I'm going to use some DM privilege right now. I will say, as you're doing this and you're getting his face, the moths are also gathering around him, and it's getting even mistier, and it is so intimidating. And you read this man for filth. You talk about every secret you have ever heard about him, like from embezzlement to like, other shady government dealings, like being unfaithful to his wife. You lay all that shit on the table. And he basically looks at you and he says, well, I believe we've reached an impasse. If I don't hurt you, you don't hurt me.
And what would be our incentive to hold up that end of the bargain? Because I must say, Bertrand, my dear, you're looking very tasty right now in this moment.
And he like instinctively like grabs his neck and he's like, I will resign my position in the morning.
I think tonight actually would be good.
Yes, let me go downstairs and start drafting that paperwork. And you can totally tell there's no bullshit. He's completely sincere. He does not either want to be eaten or found out and put on blast. And
the call out post is in the making, baby. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And as he and his minion definitely head downstairs so he can start signing that paperwork and turning in that resignation. And you guys see that the sky is beginning to get a little lighter. And it's nearing the end of your outside hours. How would you like to wrap this evening up?
I think.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think once Poppy's just been calling him Birdie in her mind. So once Birdie starts down the stairs, Poppy's just going to Misty step again and is like inside grabbing stuff.
Just taking whatever's left of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Loon?
Sorry, my kiddo was asking for a sec. Loon will kind of friendly like hip bump with Sela and will say, I didn't know you had it in you. That was very impressive.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
Mm-hmm. We'll disperse the fog cloud and say, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm tired. I need to get out of this dress.
Yeah, and so as you say that, I think Sela's car pulls back up to the front of the building to take Sela home. The valet rolls up with DeAndre's sire's vehicle. And I will also, I'll say the taxi also kind of makes a bumpy re-entry as well. And with that, our heroes go back to their coffins for the day. And that is the end of our game.
Oh my God, 100%.
Thanks so much for playing with me, you guys. Thanks for joining us this evening or afternoon or morning. I forget what time this stream is happening. And also, I don't know where you're watching from. So it could be any one of those options. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for raising some money for sickle cell research. Very important. And thank you for everything else that you're going to do here during BIPOC VampDay. I've been A. Jordan Lambert. I will continue to be A. Jordan Lambert when I'm off this call. You can find me on the internet at Lambertra on all platforms except for X. And I play a lot of games and stuff on different channels, and I do D&D things. So if you like that, find me. And if you don't like that, leave me alone, please. The internet is scary enough. And with that, I'm going to toss it to my good friend, Chris.
Hi, I've been Chris. You can find Chris, he, him, I should say. You can find me on Blue Sky at Chris the Champion. I retweet a lot of TTRPG stuff, but it's mostly things about indie video games. So if there's a Venn diagram where you fit in, my Blue Sky account is the one for you. And I'll toss it now to Val.
Hey everyone, I've been Valmina May. I will continue being Valmina May, but I was also Sela in tonight's adventure. And you can find me on the internet at Delightly, DELIGHTLY, most places. Sometimes you will see me as Valminotaur. And I'm a Bay Area based actor, writer, director. So if you're local, you might see me out in the wild. And won't that be a fun surprise for both of us? Yeah, I guess I will pass it to Bluu.
Hello, gang. I'm Bluu. My pronouns are they, them, and I have the absolute pleasure of playing Loon Quinn tonight. Or whatever time zone. Happy time zone, y'all. You can find me at internet streets as King V_Miss King with a Y, or anywhere Batty Bards is. We're an all black, all trans, all queer actual play studio, so y'all should like listen to our shit. I don't know. And I'll popcorn it to Janie.
Hi, I'm Janie. I played Poppy tonight or today, and you can find me at Janiepotts on Blue Sky or other places. And if you can't find me there, then I'm not there, which makes perfect sense. And I love stuff with games and a lot of other things. So hopefully I'll see you all around.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night or afternoon or whatever. Bye. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for having
Bye.
me. So fun.